Mm. Ah. Children crying underneath the broken sky. Mothers praying while another dream dies. Everybody's saying that they're fighting for what's right, but justice disappears somewhere inside the fight. We keep drawing lines between us and them, forgetting we're all human in the end. The smoke keeps rising, the pain remains, and every heart still bleeds the same. Tell me, what is victory worth if it leaves nothing on this earth? Tell me, what is power for if mercy walks out the door? Before God we stand the same. No flag, no title, no family name, no throne, no army, no pride remains. Only the good and the pain we gain. Before God we stand the same. Every tear and every flame will be remembered, will be seen, long after we're gone from this world we've seen. Hatred tells us never to forgive. Fear tells us this is how we live. But revenge keeps building higher walls until compassion finally falls. We call it justice, call it defense. Sometimes pride hides behind common sense. And while leaders argue who was right, the innocent struggle through the night. If peace is weakness, tell me why every child still wants to see the sunrise. If love is foolish in this world, why does every broken soul search for it? For God we stand the same. No flag, no title, no family name, no throne, no army, no pride remains. Only the good and the pain we gave. Before God we stand the same. Every tear and every flame will be remembered, will be seen, long after we're gone from this world we've seen. The strongest heart is not the one that learns to hate and hold a gun. The strongest heart is brave enough to choose compassion over blood. The greatest war we'll ever face lies inside the human race. Between our anger and our grace, between our ego and our faith. Before God we stand the same. No nation greater than a human name, no victory worth a child's last breath, no glory hid inside death. Before God we stand the same. And one day all of us must explain what we protected, what we destroyed, and whether we chose love or pride. Before God we stand. You call it different, but I've seen this before. I've watched empires touch the sky, then disappear before their time. I've seen kings believing they were gods. Now nobody remembers their names. I've heard the speeches, I've heard the lies, I've watched the strongest fall with pride. Every generation swears they're right, every generation starts another fight. You think this story's something new, but I've been watching longer than you. The faces change, the pain remains, the ending always stays the same. I've seen this before, the flags, the fire, the war, the promises made by powerful men who never pay the cost in the end. I've seen this before, another city turned into smoke, another child asking heaven why, while leaders argue who's right. I've watched religions used for power, watch greed disguise itself for honor, watch borders drawn with blood and fear, then redrawn years later. You build your walls, you choose your sides, you teach your children who to fight, then wonder why the hatred grows when you planted every seed below. And every time you say this war will change everything, you never understand. I've heard those words before. I've seen this before, the pride, the pain, the war, the victory celebrated for a day, then buried underneath the graves. I've seen this before, the tears, the smoke, the loss, the people left behind to heal, while power moves on without guilt. Tell me, how many times must history cry? How many mothers must say goodbye before somebody finally learns that nobody rises when the whole world burns? I've seen this before, and I'll see it all again, until humanity decides love is stronger than revenge. I've seen this before, the same mistake in different forms, and every empire eventually falls. But children dream beneath the same moonlight, mothers pray through every silent night. Across the desert,
across the sea. Every heart still longs to be free. No more tears falling like the rain, no more lives lost in endless pain. Let the voices rise above the fear, a song of hope for every ear. One sky over us, one sun that shines for all. No border in the human heart when compassion answers the call. Hand in hand we'll find a way beyond the darkness of today. Let peace be louder than the war, and love open every door. Different languages, different names, yet our hopes are all the same. A place to live, a chance to grow, a future where our children know that every life has equal worth, every soul belongs to earth. May understanding light the way toward a brighter day. One sky over us, one sun that shines for all. No border in the human heart when compassion answers the call. Hand in hand we'll find a way beyond the darkness of today. Let peace be louder than the war, and love open every door. From Jerusalem to Gaza shore, from every town forevermore. May healing rise where sorrow stayed, may broken dreams be remade. The world is listening tonight for courage stronger than the fight, and every voice can help begin a peace that grows from deep within. One sky over us, one future yet to ride. Together we can choose the road that leads from fear to light. Hand in hand we'll find a way and leave the wounds of war behind, for peace begins when hearts decide to see all humankind. One sky, one hope, one world.
You blame the guns, you blame the kings, but you forgot forgot about me. I was there before the first storm flew, whispering lies that sounded true, telling every heart they're always right, turning fear into another fight. I told them never back down, never let the guard down, never admit they're wrong, and they've been singing my song. I don't carry bombs, I don't pull the trigger, I just live inside the heart and make the fire bigger. My name is pride, I wear 1,000 faces, I've started wars and left behind empty places. I tell men power is worth the pain, I teach them how to justify the flames, and while the innocent cry, I stand beside the powerful and smile. My name is pride. I hide inside religion, I hide inside nations, I hide inside leaders and generations. I tell them mercy is weak, forgiveness is defeat, compassion is surrender, and revenge is sweet. So they keep marching through the smoke and fear, never realizing I've been leading them for years. I don't need an army, I don't need a throne, just one wounded ego, and I'll build my home. My name is pride, I wear 1,000 faces, I've started wars and left behind empty places. I tell men power is worth the pain, I teach them how to justify the flames, and while the innocent cry, I stand beside the powerful and smile. My name is pride. The child never asked for me, the mother never prayed for me, but kings and conquerors know my name. I've walked beside them all the same, and every empire that has fallen heard my voice before the warning. Every kingdom turned to dust, chose me over love and trust. My name is pride, the oldest weapon ever made, stronger than steel, sharper than any blade. I don't destroy cities alone, I make men do it on their own, and everyone that feels the night began the moment they believe. If we still have hearts, why do we look away? If we still have hearts, why do we let them break? Tell me, if we still have hearts. A child is crying somewhere tonight, holding fear instead of dreams. Another mother prays for morning light, while the world sleeps peacefully. We see the pictures on our screens, then carry on with our routines, as if the pain belongs to someone else, as if they're not like us. Maybe we've gotten used to sorrow, maybe we've forgotten that every face days we pass by could have been our own. If we still have hearts, why are we silent? Why are we comfortable watching the violence? If we still have hearts, why do we pretend that somebody else will help while the suffering never ends? If we still have hearts, then let them beat for more than ourselves. The bombs don't ask who's right or wrong. The tears don't care about a flag. Pain speaks every language, and grief wears every color. Another father disappears, another child learns fear, and somewhere people celebrate like nothing happened here. Tell me what we've become if compassion feels inconvenient. Tell me what we've become if empathy feels too expensive. If we still have hearts, why are we silent? Why are we comfortable watching the violence? If we still have hearts, why do we look away when every life that's lost takes a piece of us away? I can't stop a war, I can't change the world alone, but I can care, I can speak, I can give. I can't refuse to let my soul grow cold. Maybe that's where healing starts. Not with power, not with politics, but with a heart that still feels final. If we still have hearts, let's not waste them. Let's not wait until another life is taken. If we still have hearts, let's remember who we are. Not divided by our borders, but connected by our scars. If we still have hearts, then let them lead us back to love. Heaven could speak tonight, what would it say? I gave you rivers, I gave you rain, I gave you sunlight for your days, I gave you children full of dreams. Now tell me, what have you made? I gave you mercy in your hearts, but you chose anger from the start. You built your kingdoms high and tall, then watched your brothers fall. You say my name before the fight, then burn the world. I gave you life. You asked for blessings from above, but where did you leave love? What have you done? What have you become? Why are my children forced to run? What have you gained? Tell me their names. What have you done? You drew your borders in the sand and called the earth your own land, but none of it belongs to you. You only borrowed what was mine. You fight for power, fight for gold, while mothers bury growing souls. You claim that heaven stands with you, while ignoring what I told you. Did you forget why you were made? To show compassion, not hate. Did you forget the weakest ones are the closest to my love? What have you done? What have you become? Why are my children forced to run? What have you gained? Tell me their names, the ones you buried in the flames. You prayed to me, then chose your pride, while innocence was sacrificed. What have you done? What have you done? I never asked for all this hate. I never asked for endless graves. I never taught you greed or war. So what are you fighting for? The child beneath the fallen stone, the mother crying all alone. They call my name through every tear, yet you pretend you do not hear. What have you done? Look what you've become. A world where fear outweighs love.